So in this demo, we're going to look at a plugin demo for Mias Rai. It's called the Simple Plugin Test, which tests their simple plugin in that. And so this is off their sample site. Although I've been in there before. I'll just do my regular procedure. Open a project or solution. It's remembered where I was. It's my mod 3 demo. Simple test plugin. Get the solution file. Go. Okay. Actually, when I tried to get this running at first, lots of errors. Right. So wasn't exactly a fun process, we'll say. We'll right click on here. We'll get Arc Pro to fix anything and that. And there. Well, that's just, and all I'm trying to do is, hey, this is where Arc Pro is. This is where the Arc Pro SDK is. Okay, that's all I'm trying to do on there. Okay, so it looks so far so good in that. And then we can right click on each of these properties. This is a more consistent way to get there. And that .NET. So properties application, use the .NET framework. We'll check this one. Properties application .NET framework. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Do a little save all in that. This is still probably going to run into problems because they use 2 external libraries. So they mentioned them here. Install package rbush and another one called collections that they use in there. And so what they're doing is, they're mixing a little bit of SDK with some other packages out there to build a solution quickly. And so you'll have that at your disposal if you choose to develop this way as well. Now what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to go in here and see. I installed those packages, but it was in another project, so they may not be available yet. So I'm going to go into one of these. Maybe it's the module 1. Okay, no underlining there. That looks all good. This one. They do have some hard-coded stuff that we're going to have to fix. And that. So we'll have to fix these paths later. So far so good. I'm going to do a build. I'm pretty sure it'll fail. But then you'll get to see how, well, I can't get a sample running. What do I do? What are some things to try? So I'll rebuild the solutions and that sort of thing. If I get succeeded, oh, one failed. Okay. And that sort of thing. So there is this thing where I need to get these packages installed. And it's probably down at this level here. I'm just going to take a look. That one looks okay. So what I'm looking for, like a little red underlining and that sort of stuff. Well, those all look right now to be fine. Rebuild all. One succeeded, one failed. And that. So you can see it here. Our bush could not be found. Okay. And so we just have to get that installed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to poke around. I'm going to try to find the file where it's referenced so that you can see the underlining. So if you bring the error list tab, we were looking at the output, the error list tab. Usually if you double click on one of these, it'll take you to the line. So there's the line and that. So we need to do add these packages, which are like, some extra libraries from some other developers. I'm just going to copy that code. I'm going to go to Tools, and it's this NuGet Package Manager, and I'm going to get to the console, which will put me down in here, and I'm going to paste in that line. And there's another one I got to paste into as well. So they said, oh, by the way, we're also using this one. Now I don't need those quotes. That's probably going to cause me problems, but that's okay. I'll take them out once I get on this side. Okay, didn't give me a chance, so I'll have to do that one more time. Just not get the quotes. Okay. Install the packages. Now I still had issues after that, unfortunately. Right, I still had to go change some things under properties. So make sure this is rolled up nice. So one thing I had to do, I ran into these issues as languages grow up and reorganize stuff. Java went through a modules phase as well. So down under references, they have a thing migrate package.config to package reference, right? And so this is the RBush and the collections thing. Notice how we got it's found stuff and gave them different logos, and the underlining's gone away. I'm going to do it on the other project just in case it's using any of that stuff as well. And they are. Okay. So that's just dealing with code and that under the hood. Now, there was one more problem in this sample, is that they hard coded the path. And it's probably, no, Sheila tells you don't hard code the path, right? So this is where I have the data on my system. And in here, it's CSV 1 and 2. This is where they hard code the path. So that was causing me problems too. So I just hunted all that down. So one was a code issue, and one was more of a library issue. So what it is there's some CSV files in this folder, right? I might actually be able to, it's all these, and it's going to load them up in that. And so, right? So it's just building a simple one, right? The idea is this type of a plugin would be for a data format. Maybe it's binary that doesn't exist yet, right? Well, not in the Easterized world. So maybe it's like, geo packages when they first rolled out, there wasn't support, and maybe, vector tiles in protocol buffer format, right? Although it does vector tiles, maybe it doesn't do the protocol version of vector tiles. So maybe if you have a library that can flip formats, then you can build a plugin and get that data in. And so basically this wants to load these fast and that sort of thing. And it's a simple one. We said we know there's other ways to do this in Arc Pro, yes, but running geoprocessing tools is really slow. So what I'm hoping, I do a little save all there. Let's fire it up, see what happens in that. Well, I should probably do a build, rebuild the solution so that I know that it's actually going to work. If I get 2 succeeded, we're good. Hey, we're good. 0 failed. Now I feel confident that this might actually work, right? That sort of thing. Now it's got to fire up ArcMap because what it does is it uses an add-in to test the plugin, right? So part of this solution is a little bit of a Arc Pro add-in so that you can test your data plugin, right? And I'm going to open up this existing one that I made before just to speed things up. It's just a stock mapping demo and that sort of thing. The thing is, there's this new add-in tab, right? But that's not the key piece of this particular. This is from a previous run. I was going to delete those out. They're now gone. So in the add-in, right, this is going to test the plugin basically. So this plugin add-in tests our specific data format plugin. So it could be some text format that Easteride doesn't support out of the box. Maybe you're taking it off some legacy systems it's fixed with, and so you want to write a little text converter to flip it into a format that Arc Pro can get up on the screen really quickly in that. So might as well not wait. Click the button, see what happens. Boom, load it. It's much faster than running a geoprocessing tool, and it did all the files in there and that sort of thing. So if you have some new custom format that currently isn't supported in Arc Pro, but you think it's an easy flip this text for an XML format or JSON format or GeoJSON format or something like that into features, you can use this custom plugin to do that. And this is to help other companies build extensions for, I guess, Arc Pro, right? There might be some multi-cube raster format that's not supported by Arc Pro yet, but if someone wants to sit down and write it, someone over at GDAL, which they've done, because the guy actually, the core developer on GDAL has had sessions at the Easteride user conference where he showed people how to build custom plugins to get, really strange formats that Easteride doesn't have time to deal with right now, but how you could build your own plugin to, integrate it seamlessly into the product. That's all for now on this video.